Imagine waking up on January 1st, 2025, and feeling like nothing has changed, the same struggles, the same doubts, the same unfulfilled dreams staring back at you. What if I told you that this year doesn't have to be another rinse and repeat of the last? What if 2025 could be the year you completely reinvent yourself, unlock your true potential, and create a life you've only dared to imagine? Stick with me, because in the next few minutes I'm going to show you how to turn that "what if" into your reality. This isn't just another self-help video, this is the blueprint to transform your life. Let's get started. Chapter 1: The Power of a Fresh Start. 2025 is a blank canvas, offering you the opportunity to reshape your life. Imagine leaving behind the weight of past mistakes and stepping into the light of new possibilities. Every sunrise in this year whispers the promise of reinvention, a chance to become the person you've always dreamed of being. Reinvention starts with a single decision to take control of your narrative. This year isn't about small tweaks, it's about transformative change. By the end of this journey, you won't just feel different, you will be different. Chapter 2: Breaking Free from Old Patterns. Reinvention begins with the courage to let go. Old habits, toxic relationships, and limiting beliefs no longer serve you. They are anchors holding you back from soaring. To step into the new version of yourself, you must untangle the chains of the past, release the fear of change, and embrace the unknown, where growth truly happens. Chapter 3: Clarity is your foundation. Reinvention starts with knowing exactly where you want to go. Imagine trying to drive to a new city without a map or GPS. You'd end up lost, wasting time and energy. Life works the same way. Without clarity, you can't move forward with purpose. Clarity is like turning on a bright light in a dark room. It helps you see what's in front of you and where you're heading. Ask yourself this: what do you really want to achieve in 2025? Not what others expect from you, but what you desire deep in your heart. Do you want to improve your career, strengthen relationships, or focus on personal growth? Whatever it is, take a moment to picture it clearly in your mind. See the details. What does your life look like when you've achieved this? How do you feel? What are you doing differently? Writing it down can make your vision even more real. Grab a notebook or open a blank document and describe your ideal self. Who are you in 2025? What habits do you have? What kind of energy do you bring into your days? Don't hold back. This is your chance to dream without limits. Once you've written it down, take it a step further, visualize it. Close your eyes and imagine yourself living that life. Picture the surroundings, the people, and the emotions. Visualization isn't just daydreaming, it's a powerful way to train your mind to believe in the possibilities. The more you focus on this vision, the more you start attracting opportunities to make it real. Clarity doesn't mean you have to know every single detail of the journey ahead, it's about having a clear destination. Think of it as setting a compass. Once you know where you want to go, you can adjust your steps along the way. Even if obstacles come up, you'll stay focused because your direction is safe. Without clarity, it's easy to get stuck. You'll spend your days reacting to life instead of creating it. But when you know what you want, every decision becomes simpler. Should you say yes to this opportunity? Should you spend time on this activity? Clarity gives you the answers because you're guided by your vision. Remember, clarity isn't a one-time thing. As you grow, your goals may shift. That's okay. Keep revisiting your vision and refining it. The more clear you are about what you want, the more power you have to shape your future. In 2025, let clarity be the solid foundation on which you build the best version of yourself. Chapter 4: Embrace Discomfort. Change is never easy. Reinventing yourself in 2025 will demand stepping into the unknown, facing challenges, and letting go of the safety of your comfort zone. It's natural to resist discomfort. It's human instinct to stick to what feels safe and familiar. But if you truly want to become someone new, you must understand one thing: growth lives on the other side of discomfort. Think about a seed buried in the soil. For it to grow into a strong tree, it must first break through its shell and push through layers of dirt. The process isn't easy. It's dark, uncertain, and requires effort. Yet, this is how transformation happens. You are no different. To reinvent yourself, you must break through the barriers of fear, doubt, and routine. Discomfort is not your enemy, it's your greatest ally in this journey. Start by recognizing where your comfort zone lies. What are the things you do every day that feel safe but keep you stuck? Maybe it's still staying in a job you've outgrown, avoiding difficult conversations, or procrastinating on a dream because it feels too big. Acknowledge these patterns without judgment. They've served you in the past, but they can't take you to where you want to go in 2025. Now, ask yourself, what's one small thing I can do today to step outside this comfort zone? It doesn't have to be a massive leap. Small, manageable steps are enough to start. If speaking up scares you, try sharing your thoughts in a group setting. If a new skill intimidates you, commit to learning just 10 minutes a day. Each step you take outside your comfort zone strengthens your resilience and builds momentum. Discomfort often comes with fear of failure, rejection, or judgment. But what if you reframed fear as a sign that you're growing? When you feel scared or uneasy, it means you're doing something that challenges you. Instead of running from fear, lean into it. Remind yourself that every successful person you admire has faced discomfort too. They didn't achieve greatness by staying in their safe bubble. They faced the unknown and came out stronger. Remember, discomfort is temporary, but the growth it brings lasts a lifetime. Think of times when you faced challenges in the past. Maybe you struggled to learn a new skill, adapt to a change, or overcome a setback. At the time, it felt hard, but looking back, you see how much stronger it made you. In 2025, every moment of discomfort is shaping the person you're becoming. Discomfort also teaches you to let go of perfection. Many people stay stuck because they wait for the perfect time or situation to take action, but perfection is an illusion. It's a way of avoiding risk. When you embrace discomfort, you accept that things might not go perfectly, and that's okay. What matters is that you're moving forward, learning, and growing. Another thing to remember is that discomfort isn't permanent. The things that feel hard today won't always feel this way. Over time, what once scared you will become second nature. The more you challenge yourself, the wider your comfort zone becomes. What once seemed impossible will eventually feel natural. To help you embrace discomfort, surround yourself with people who challenge and support you. Find those who inspire you to grow, even when it feels uncomfortable. Their encouragement can remind you that you're not alone in this journey. And when you feel like giving up, lean on them to keep pushing forward. In 2025, let discomfort be your guide. When you feel uneasy or uncertain, take it as a sign that you're on the right path. Trust that every step outside your comfort zone is bringing you closer to the person you're meant to be. Growth isn't easy, but it's worth it. Embrace discomfort, and watch as your reinvention unfolds. Chapter 5: Rebuild your mindset. The foundation of reinvention lies in your mindset. It's the lens through which you view the world, your beliefs about yourself, and your ability to create change. If your mind is filled with self-doubt, fear, or negativity, no amount of effort will lead to lasting transformation. To reinvent yourself in 2025, you must first rebuild your mindset. This is where true change begins. Think of your mind as a garden. Over the years, it may have grown weeds, negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, and unhelpful habits. These weeds didn't appear overnight. They were planted by past experiences, failures, or the voices of others telling you what you couldn't do. But just as a neglected garden can be restored with care, so too can your mindset be renewed. Start by becoming aware of your thoughts. What do you tell yourself daily? Pay attention to the inner dialogue that runs through your mind. Are your thoughts empowering or limiting? For many people, self-talk leans toward criticism. I can't do this, I'm not good enough, or I'll never succeed. These thoughts might feel like truth, but they are simply stories you've told yourself over time. Rebuilding your mindset begins with challenging these stories. Ask yourself, is this thought helpful? Is it even true? Often, you'll find that these negative beliefs have no real basis. They're just echoes of fear or past failures. Replace them with thoughts that uplift you. I am capable, I deserve success, and I'm learning and growing every day. The words you say to yourself matter more than you realize. They shape how you see yourself and the world. One of the most powerful ways to rebuild your mindset is to adopt a growth mindset. This means seeing challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities to learn and grow. When you encounter difficulties in 2025, and you will, remind yourself that every setback is a stepping stone. A growth mindset turns failures into lessons and obstacles into opportunities. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me, ask, what can I learn from this? Gratitude is another essential tool for transforming your mindset. It's a process of continuous growth. Be patient with yourself. Some days will be easier than others, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep showing up, putting in the effort to nurture your mind. In 2025, let your mindset be your greatest ally. With a rebuilt mindset, you'll approach life with confidence, resilience, and clarity. You'll see challenges as opportunities, failures as lessons, and possibilities as endless. Your reinvention begins here, in the way you think. Change your mind, and you'll change your life. Chapter 6, The Art of Letting Go. Letting go is one of the most powerful, yet difficult steps in reinventing yourself. It requires courage to release what no longer serves you and trust that what lies ahead will be better. In 2025, the art of letting go will be a transformative practice that helps you create space for growth, happiness, and fulfillment. To truly embrace change, you must free yourself from the weight of the past. Think about the things you've been holding on to, old habits, grudges, toxic relationships, or even outdated dreams. These things may feel familiar, but they could also be holding you back. Holding on can feel like carrying a heavy backpack filled with unnecessary items. The longer you carry it, the more it weighs you down. Letting go is like putting that backpack down and finally feeling the freedom to move forward. The first step in letting go is acknowledging what you need to release. Take an honest look at your life and ask yourself, what am I holding on to out of fear? Sometimes we cling to things because they feel safe, even if they no longer make us happy or align with who we want to be. Identify these attachments and recognize how they're limiting your growth. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or pretending something didn't matter. It means choosing not to let it control you anymore. For example, holding on to anger or resentment towards someone who hurt you doesn't punish them. It only keeps you trapped in pain. Forgiveness isn't about excusing their actions, it's about freeing yourself from the emotional burden. When you forgive, you reclaim your power and take a step toward healing. Another important part of letting go is releasing the fear of failure. Many people hold on to their old ways of living because they're afraid of the unknown. What if the new path doesn't work out? What if I'm not good enough? These fears are normal, but they don't have to define you. Trust that every step you take toward reinvention is bringing you closer to your true potential. Letting go also applies to the stories you tell yourself. Perhaps you've believed for years that you're not smart enough, talented enough, or deserving of success. These self-limiting beliefs can become deeply ingrained, shaping the way you see the world, but these beliefs are not facts, they're simply thoughts. Challenge these stories and replace them with empowering truths. You are capable, worthy, and full of potential. Another area where letting go is essential is in your habits. Certain routines or behaviors may feel comfortable, but they could be hindering your growth. For instance, spending too much time on distractions like social media or procrastinating on important tasks might be keeping you stuck. Letting go of these habits isn't about deprivation, it's about making room for new habits that align with your goals. In 2025, letting go is also about releasing control over things you cannot change. Life is unpredictable, and clinging to the illusion of control only creates stress and frustration. In 2025, focus on what you can control: your actions, attitude, and perspective. Let go of the need to control outcomes and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. A practical way to practice letting go is through mindfulness. Spend time each day focusing on the present moment. When your mind drifts to past regrets or future worries, gently bring it back to the here and now. Mindfulness helps you let go of mental clutter and find peace in the present. Letting go isn't a one-time event, it's an ongoing process. Some days you'll feel ready to release what's holding you back, other days, the weight may feel heavier. Be patient with yourself. Growth takes time, and every small step counts. As you master the art of letting go, you'll notice a profound shift in your life. You'll feel lighter, freer, and more open to new possibilities. Letting go isn't about losing, it's about gaining clarity, peace, and the ability to move forward. In 2025, embrace the art of letting go as a gift you give to yourself. With every release, you create space for something better. Let go, and let your reinvention begin. Chapter 7. Define your non-negotiables. Reinvention is not just about what you add to your life, it's also about what you refuse to allow. In 2025, your growth and transformation will depend on defining your non-negotiables, the boundaries, values, and standards that guide your decisions and protect your peace. These non-negotiables will act as the guardrails for your journey, keeping you aligned with the person you're becoming. Non-negotiables are the foundation of self-respect. They represent the things you will not compromise, no matter the circumstances. Without clear boundaries, you risk losing yourself in the demands of others or the chaos of life. But when you know your non-negotiables, you stand firm in your identity and purpose, making decisions with confidence and clarity. Start by identifying what truly matters to you. Think about the areas of your life that feel most important: your relationships, health, career, time, or personal values. Ask yourself, what am I no longer willing to tolerate? What behaviors, situations, or environments drain my energy or pull me away from my goals? These questions will help you uncover the lines you need to draw to protect your well-being. For example, if one of your goals in 2025 is to prioritize your mental health, a non-negotiable might be limiting interactions with people who are consistently negative or toxic. If your goal is to grow your career, a non-negotiable could be dedicating uninterrupted time each week to skill development. By setting these boundaries, you create space for the things that truly matter. Defining your non-negotiables isn't about being rigid or inflexible, it's about honoring your values and aligning your life with your vision. When you set clear boundaries, you give yourself permission to say no to things that don't serve you, freeing up energy for what does. This is not selfish, it's necessary for your reinvention. Communicating your non-negotiables to others is an important step. It's one thing to know your boundaries internally, but it's equally important to express them clearly and respectfully. For instance, if you've decided that weekends are your time to recharge, let your friends, family, or colleagues know in advance. Boundaries are not about pushing people away, they're about creating mutual respect and understanding. Non-negotiables also extend to how you treat yourself. Often, the most damaging compromises we make are the ones we make with ourselves. Skipping self-care, ignoring your needs, or breaking promises to yourself undermines your growth. In 2025, make a commitment to honor your own well-being as a top priority. If you decide that regular exercise, journaling, or meditation is non-negotiable, treat it as sacred. It's important to recognize that your non-negotiables might evolve over time. As you grow and your priorities shift, your boundaries and standards may need adjustment. This doesn't mean you're being inconsistent, it means you're staying in tune with your journey. Periodically, reflect on your non-negotiables to ensure they still align with your values and goals. Defining non-negotiables can sometimes feel uncomfortable, especially if you're used to saying yes to everything or avoiding conflict, but remember, boundaries are not walls, they're filters. They don't shut people or opportunities out, they allow the right ones to come in. Every time you honor a non-negotiable, you strengthen your sense of self-worth and move closer to your vision. 4. For 2025, non-negotiables are also a source of empowerment. They remind you that you have control over your life, even in challenging situations. When faced with difficult choices or external pressures, your non-negotiables become your anchor. They help you stay focused and grounded, preventing you from being swayed by momentary distractions or emotions. In 2025, make your non-negotiables a reflection of the life you want to create. Write them down, keep them visible, and remind yourself of them daily. They are not just rules, they are declarations of what you deserve and what you're working toward. By defining and honoring your non-negotiables, you set the stage for a year of intentional growth, balance, and success. This year is yours to shape. With your non-negotiables as your guide, you'll navigate 2025 with confidence, clarity, and purpose. Each time you stand by your values, you reinforce the person you're becoming. Your non-negotiables are the blueprint for a life that aligns with your highest self. Honor them and let them lead you to the reinvention you deserve. Chapter 8. Create momentum with action. Reinvention doesn't happen overnight, nor does it come from dreaming alone. It's the result of consistent, purposeful action. In 2025, your transformation depends on building momentum, taking one small step after another, until your actions create an unstoppable force, driving you toward your goals. Momentum is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. Many people get stuck waiting for the perfect moment to start. They tell themselves, "I'll begin when I have more time, energy, or resources," but the truth is there's no perfect moment. Waiting keeps you in the same place, while action propels you forward. The key to reinvention is starting right now, no matter how small the first step may seem. Momentum begins with that first step. What's one thing you can do today to move closer to your goal? It doesn't have to be grand. Write down your plan, make a phone call, or spend 10 minutes researching your next steps. The size of the action doesn't matter. What matters is that you begin. Small actions create ripples that lead to bigger changes over time. One of the biggest challenges to creating momentum is overcoming inertia, the resistance to getting started. Think of a heavy rock sitting on the ground. It takes effort to push it at first, but once it starts rolling, it becomes easier to keep it moving. Your life works the same way. The hardest part is often taking the first step, but once you do, each subsequent step feels more natural. To sustain momentum, consistency is key. Even small, repeated actions build powerful habits that drive transformation. For example, if you want to improve your health, committing to a short daily walk might not seem like much, but over weeks and months, it adds up to significant progress. Consistency turns isolated actions into lasting change. Focus on progress, not perfection. Many people lose momentum because they expect everything to go flawlessly. They set unrealistic standards and feel discouraged when they fall short, but perfection isn't the goal, progress is. Celebrate every step you take, no matter how small. Each action brings you closer to your reinvention. Another way to create momentum is by breaking your goals into smaller, manageable steps. Big goals can feel overwhelming, making it hard to know where to start, but when you break them down, they become less intimidating. For example, if you're aiming to switch careers, don't focus on the entire journey at once. Start by updating your resume, researching industries, or networking with one person. These small actions build confidence and clarity as you move forward. Accountability is a powerful tool for maintaining momentum. Share your goals with someone you trust, a friend, family member, or mentor. Let them know what you're working toward and ask them to check in on your progress. Knowing that someone is rooting for you can motivate you to keep going, even when it feels tough. Another key to momentum is learning to navigate setbacks. Inevitably, there will be days when progress feels slow or obstacles arise. Instead of letting these moments derail you, see them as part of the process. Momentum isn't about never facing challenges, it's about continuing to move forward despite them. Treat every setback as an opportunity to learn and adapt. Celebrate your wins along the way, no matter how small they seem. Progress fuels motivation, and acknowledging your achievements reinforces the belief that you're capable of change. Whether it's completing a task, overcoming a fear, or sticking to a habit, take a moment to appreciate your efforts. Each win builds the momentum to keep going. Creating momentum also means protecting your energy. Avoid distractions or commitments that pull you away from your goals. Say no to things that don't align with your vision for 2025 and focus your energy on what truly matters. Momentum thrives on clarity and focus, so guard your time and attention fiercely. Finally, remind yourself of your why. Why do you want to reinvent yourself? What's driving this transformation? When you stay connected to your deeper purpose, it's easier to stay motivated. Your why is the fuel that keeps the fire of momentum burning. In 2025, let action become your superpower. Start small, stay consistent, and keep moving forward. Each step builds on the last, creating a powerful momentum that propels you toward your reinvention. Trust the process, embrace the journey, and watch as your life transforms before your eyes. Momentum isn't just about reaching the destination, it's about discovering the strength and determination you never knew you had. Keep going, and the future you envision will become your reality. Chapter 9. Surround yourself with growth. No one reinvents themselves alone. The people you surround yourself with can either propel you forward or hold you back. In 2025, one of the most critical steps in your reinvention is intentionally building an environment of growth-minded individuals who inspire, challenge, and support you. When you're surrounded by the right people, their energy becomes contagious, and their influence can transform the way you think, act, and grow. Start by assessing your current circle. Look at the people you interact with regularly, friends, family, colleagues, and even your online connections. Are they encouraging your growth or pulling you into negativity? This isn't about judging others, it's about recognizing their impact on your mindset and progress. If you find yourself surrounded by constant negativity, gossip, or doubt, it's time to reevaluate those connections. Growth-minded people are those who push you to be your best self. They celebrate your successes and challenge you to rise higher when you fall short. These are the people who have a positive outlook on life, are driven by purpose, and are unafraid to embrace change. They don't just talk about growth, they live it. Seek out individuals who inspire you to think bigger, take action, and believe in your potential. If you're unsure where to find these people, start by looking in places of learning and growth. Attend workshops, join online communities, or participate in events related to your interests and goals. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals in these spaces creates natural opportunities to connect. For example, if you're focused on career growth, networking groups or industry events are great places to meet others with similar ambitions. Mentorship is another powerful way to surround yourself with growth. A mentor doesn't have to be someone famous or unattainable, they can be anyone who has walked the path you aspire to follow. Mentors provide guidance, wisdom, and accountability, helping you navigate challenges and stay on track. Don't hesitate to reach out to someone you admire and ask for advice. Most people are more willing to share their experiences than you might think. It's also important to consider how you contribute to your relationships. Surrounding yourself with growth-minded people isn't just about receiving, it's also about giving. Be the kind of person who uplifts others, celebrates their victories, and offers support when they face challenges. Positive energy is reciprocal. The more you give, the more you attract. At times, letting go of certain relationships may be necessary. This doesn't mean cutting people out of your life harshly, but rather recognizing when certain connections are no longer serving your growth. It's okay to create distance from individuals who drain your energy, discourage your ambitions, or consistently bring negativity into your life. Letting go of these relationships creates space for healthier, more empowering ones to enter. Surrounding yourself with growth also means being mindful of the content you consume. In today's digital age, your online environment plays a significant role in shaping your mindset. Follow people, accounts, and platforms that inspire and educate you. Limit exposure to negativity, drama, or distractions that don't align with your goals. Curate a digital space that mirrors the growth you want to see in your life. Family dynamics can sometimes be a challenge in this process. You may not be able to fully distance yourself from family members who don't share your growth mindset, but you can set boundaries. Protect your mental and emotional energy by limiting conversations or situations that undermine your progress. Focus on the relationships that support your reinvention, while maintaining respect and balance with those who may not understand your journey. Remember, surrounding yourself with growth isn't just about external relationships, it's also about your relationship with yourself. Be your own cheerleader, motivator, and guide. Speak to yourself with kindness and encouragement, and challenge yourself to rise above self-doubt. When you're committed to your own growth, you naturally attract others who share the same mindset. In 2025, create a growth-focused network that fuels your reinvention. Build connections with people who uplift, inspire, and challenge you. Be intentional about the relationships you nurture and the environments you engage with. When you surround yourself with growth, you tap into a collective energy that amplifies your efforts and accelerates your transformation. Reinvention is not a solitary journey, it's a shared experience. The right people will walk beside you, cheering you on, holding you accountable, and reminding you of your potential when you forget. In 2025, let your circle be a source of strength, positivity, and possibility. With the right support, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Chapter 10. Reclaim your time. Time is your most valuable resource, and yet it's one of the easiest to lose. Every hour wasted is an hour that could have been invested in your growth, happiness, and goals. In 2025, reclaiming your time will be essential to your reinvention. It's not just about managing time, it's about mastering it, ensuring that every moment aligns with the life you want to create. Start by understanding where your time goes. For many people, a significant portion of their day is consumed by distractions, scrolling through social media, binge-watching shows, or saying yes to commitments that don't serve them. These small time wasters add up, leaving you feeling like there's never enough time to do what matters most. The first step to reclaiming your time is awareness. Spend a week tracking how you use your hours. Be honest with yourself. This isn't about judgment, it's about clarity. Once you've identified where your time is going, it's time to prioritize. Ask yourself, what activities bring me closer to my goals? What tasks align with the person I want to become in 2025? Make a commitment to focus on what truly matters. Whether it's working on your career, building relationships, or improving your health, prioritize the things that create lasting value in your life. To reclaim your time, learn the power of saying no. Many people overcommit because they fear disappointing others or missing out, but every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your goals, you're saying no to something that does. Saying no isn't selfish, it's necessary. Practice setting boundaries with your time and protecting it fiercely. Another key to mastering your time is planning. Start each day with a clear plan of what you want to accomplish. Create a to-do list that reflects your priorities, but keep it realistic. Overloading yourself with tasks can lead to frustration and burnout. Instead, Focus on a few high-impact activities that move you closer to your goals. Planning your day doesn't just increase productivity, it reduces stress by giving you a clear roadmap. Eliminating distractions is a crucial part of reclaiming your time. In today's world, distractions are everywhere: notifications, emails, and constant demands for attention. Set aside dedicated blocks of time for focused work or personal growth and eliminate interruptions during those periods. Put your phone on silent, close unnecessary tabs on your computer, and create an environment that supports concentration. Another way to reclaim your time is by delegating. You don't have to do everything yourself. Whether it's at work or home, identify tasks that others can handle. Delegation frees up your time for the things only you can do, those that align with your vision for 2025. Reclaiming your time also means being intentional about rest and self-care. Many people fall into the trap of equating busyness with productivity, but constant hustle leads to exhaustion. In 2025, make time for activities that recharge you, whether it's reading, meditating, exercising, or simply spending time with loved ones. Rest isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for sustained growth. Reflect on how you use your free time. Even after work or responsibilities, the way you spend your leisure hours shapes your life. Are you using that time to scroll mindlessly or to learn, grow, and create? Small, intentional changes in how you spend your evenings or weekends can have a profound impact over time. Reclaiming your time isn't just about efficiency, it's about living with purpose. Every moment you save by eliminating distractions or setting boundaries is a moment you can invest in the things that truly matter. Imagine the person you want to become in 2025, and ask yourself, how would they spend their time? Let that vision guide your daily choices. Finally, recognize that time is finite. You can't control how much time you have, but you can control how you use it. Every day is a gift, an opportunity to create, grow, and experience life. Don't let procrastination, distractions, or fear steal that gift from you. In 2025, let reclaiming your time be an act of self-respect and empowerment. When you take control of your time, you take control of your life. By prioritizing what matters, setting boundaries, and living intentionally, you'll create the space to grow, achieve, and thrive. This is your year to master time, not as an enemy to fight, but as a resource to cherish. The clock is ticking, but with intention and focus, you can make every second count. Chapter 11: Build Resilience for Challenges. Reinvention is not a smooth, straight path. It's filled with unexpected twists, obstacles, and moments when progress feels out of reach. In 2025, building resilience will be your armor to face challenges and keep moving forward. Resilience isn't about avoiding hardship, it's about finding the strength to rise again, no matter how many times you fall. Think of resilience as a muscle. Just like physical strength, it grows through consistent effort and practice. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to strengthen this muscle. Instead of fearing setbacks, learn to view them as stepping stones. Each one teaches you something valuable and prepares you for the next phase of your journey. The first step in building resilience is shifting your perspective on failure. Many people see failure as the end, a sign that they're not good enough or that their efforts were wasted, but failure is not a dead end, it's a teacher. When things don't go as planned, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to improve? In 2025, let failure become a source of growth rather than a reason to give up. Another key to resilience is cultivating a positive mindset. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is fine when it's not. It means choosing to focus on solutions instead of dwelling on the problem. When challenges arise, train your mind to ask, what can I do about this? Positivity isn't about denying reality, it's about finding the strength to navigate it. Resilience also requires flexibility. Life rarely goes according to plan, and the ability to adapt is what keeps you moving forward. Think of a tree in a storm. The rigid branches snap under pressure, but the flexible ones bend and survive. In 2025, practice flexibility by staying open to new ideas, perspectives, and solutions. When plans change, don't resist, adjust. Building a support system is another crucial aspect of resilience. You don't have to face challenges alone. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you. Whether it's friends, family, or mentors, having a network of support makes it easier to navigate difficult times. Don't be afraid to lean on others when you need help. It's a sign of strength, not weakness. Resilience also comes from taking care of yourself. It's hard to bounce back from setbacks when you're physically or emotionally depleted. In 2025, prioritize your well-being. Get enough sleep, eat nourishing foods, and make time for activities that recharge you. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential for resilience. Another way to build resilience is by practicing gratitude. When you're in the middle of a tough situation, it can be hard to see the good, but even in challenging times, there are always things to be grateful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's going wrong to what's still going right. It reminds you that challenges are temporary and that brighter days are ahead. Resilience doesn't mean ignoring your emotions. It's okay to feel frustrated, sad, or overwhelmed when things get tough. What matters is how you respond to those emotions. Acknowledge how you feel, but don't let it consume you. Allow yourself to process your emotions, then shift your focus back to the actions you can take.